All right, so I apologize for those who are in the back. I do not have a very loud voice, so you guys will just might have to scooch up if you need to. So this is our mission trip meeting for 2026. We are going to Charleston, South Carolina, July 11th through 17th. Oops, if you don't already have it on your calendars, go ahead and put that in your calendar. This is typically when we like to go on our mission trips. So we'll try to, if you're mindful of that as we go in the future years, July is a good time for us to go. In the past, we've done Youth Works. This year, we're doing a different program called Group, and that's the Week of Hope. That's kind of what they call their week that we'll be doing. It's so focused on a lot of service. To answer your question right now, we will not know what we're doing until we get there, which is part of the fun, but some of the things might be helping a kids' day camp, or helping in a nursing home, or helping at a food pantry, or serving meals, things like that. It's kind of whatever, however many groups are there, or what they designate us. They tell us that first night as leaders when we get there what we're doing. So we will not know the day before when we leave, things like that. But that's kind of, again, the fun of it. We get to let the Lord work in that way. So we typically take 15 passenger vans. We flew last year, but this year we are going to be driving again. So kind of what we'll do is load up into the vans, and one will be kind of designated as that luggage. The other ones will try to cram the kids in as much as possible. And that's part of the fun. It's a lot of craziness and team building and watching Pastor Tim jam out to some music and lots of things.
You look the same three songs on repeat for like 5 rounds. Scary. It's very
But it's part of the experience. So as it says here, the eligible ages are if you've completed 9th through 12th grade. So once they've graduated, they can still go that year. But we prefer that once they've completed 9th grade first, just so the maturity level is a little bit more there. And that makes for a great recipe for our group to do that. So why go on a mission trip? You can read about it here, but right, faith formation is the primary reason. They get to go out. So you get to do your faith formation here and there every day, but also you get to go out into new places, new experiences, meet new people, and have those exposures to experiences and things that they wouldn't normally have if that was the case. So there's a lot that can be just through conversation, intentional time, but just getting out there, which is really great. So faith formation, personal growth, right? Traveling, serving, getting away from their parents for a week, sometimes for the first time, right? Creates a lot of growth for them. So they get to know each other in their group as well, and they get to build those relationships. But it's a lot of them discovering themselves and getting out of their comfort zone. So we really appreciate, and that's one of my favorite things, is seeing them do that. Yeah, so then the growth relationship part, right? When I was growing up in church, one of the things I loved most was our mission trips, because you just get to know the other kids in the group the way you don't get to on a regular weekly basis. Eva's shaking her head. So yeah, and then you come back and you have these inside jokes. You have all of the things where you just guys give each other side glances and you just know what's going on. And it's just kind of really fun. So, and meaningful fun, right? We go to serve and grow our faith, but also a huge important part of that is that they get to have fun and do lots of crazy things. Like, you know, if there's a tubing event and you've never done tubing and they're scared to do it, right? We get to encourage them. We don't force them, we get to encourage them to do that. We went whitewater rafting last year, and that was a little nerve-wracking for some of us. And we all went, and it was amazing. So lots of fun. And yeah, for anybody's kids who's not sure if they want to go on the mission trip, raise your hand, anyone who's gone who didn't want to go. Nice and high. And could I ask you what would you say now that you have gone?
Yeah.
So what?
For my first one, I really didn't want to go at all. But then I went and it was just such a fun experience that I wanted to keep going for. It was such a fun experience that I wanted to keep going, and then I went on more and I got to meet more people. Ansley.
Yeah.
And so I got to meet more people, and it was just a very fun. It's been a very great experience.
So Alex, yeah, said if you didn't hear that she didn't want to go and she was really glad she went. She kept going on. She met more people and it was a really good experience. And I know I have seen her grow a lot as well on our trips. So for anybody who is hesitant, I'd say at least try it once, right? Go for a week. You know what I mean? Like try it out. And then if you don't like it, okay, it's not your thing. But we've not had that really thus far that I know of where people are like, nah, they just want to keep going. So our mission trip values, again, like I said, our number one is faith formation, but we also do flexibility, learning to adjust, right? Those who went to New Orleans know like the first night we got there, we had to adjust because with the time we didn't get time to eat before we went to the thing, and our poor kids were like, you could just see the energy level dropping. And so like we switched and we got pizza and things like that. So just kind of teaching them that flexibility of like things are just going to ebb and flow sometimes, and we're all just going to do that together as a group, and we're going to be team players. Communication, right? Communicate your needs, communicate with each other what's going on, right? We owe that to them, they owe that to us as well, and to each other. And the consideration, right? Like being considerate that each group, each mission trip we go on, people have different needs for different situations, and we all just rally with those people. So registration begins today. So on your Realm, if you have that account already, if you don't, go ahead and get on there. We can help you with that if you need it. If you go to, you have your Realm, you click the Realm at the top, down at the bottom, it's got, for if you're looking at it this way, Realm, and then there's reporting and events. And then you'll see click upcoming, and then it should have all of the registration things. The mission trip is on there. You just go in there, you just register with your information. What we ask is that families pay $200. It's kind of your pay to play. It's your, we know that you're staked in it. Like you put something down, said we are committed to doing this. And then the rest is covered by the fundraiser that we do, the once a year big fundraiser, I'll talk about more in a minute. But so that's just kind of your entry fee, if you want to think of it that way, just so we know that you're committed to go. And so that will go through October 26th. That's kind of when we'll try to cut off because we need to start making those deposits and those payments. So we just, and people can kind of hop on if they need to last minute and make some changes. Sometimes we have kids who can't go last minute, and we try to get another kid to hop on if we can. But just know that that process has started now. So be thinking ahead. Yeah, so then the fundraiser, we have one mandatory, and I say mandatory fundraiser, like that's the one thing we ask of you guys is to be a part of that fundraiser. It's February 7th. It's our big, what's it called? Brain. Silent auction, yeah, thank you. Live and silent auction. If you haven't been yet, it's a lot of fun. Like you as parents and lots of people from the congregation give us donations of things. It can be baskets, it can be items of different things, large, small. It can be services, like some of the high school students will offer babysitting or photography. And so the church helps with that as well, but we ask you guys to participate in that. It's easy to do. Parents who have done it before can help, right? We do, we'll have, everything is listed there of what our dates are. We have our first fundraising meeting December 14th. That's when the parents come. We basically hash out what we're doing. This is our third time doing it. So like we have it very well, like it's easy. And so you'll get lots of support with that too. But that's what we ask the kids to participate into. I know there might be dances or something that happens that night. That's what we ask coaches. You tell coaches, this is the one night we need you guys to be present for that because the congregation is there to support you for your trip. So you're there to help. If for some reason you can't be there, like be there during the day to help set it up, you know, participate in the fundraiser parts, and also just find ways. We love for the youth to be in front of the congregation so that they see who you are and get excited about supporting you. So if that's being a greeter or, you know, doing different things like that, that's encouraged as well. Let's see. And all the information there, if you need it, is on the fundraiser. And of course, you can reach out to me if you have any more questions about that. And then, yeah, the rest of the dates, we do, yeah, fundraising, very convenient, like I mentioned, the deadline to collect those fundraising items. We don't have any issue getting those fundraising items. People are very generous, and like we go out, we give you a paper to give to businesses. People are very generous about supporting us, so no worries. And then we do a pre-trip meeting June 7th, and that's kind of where both parents and kids are here. That's where we go over the logistics and those kind of last minute things, extra forms, anything like that. So yeah, that pretty much covers anything. Does anybody have questions at this point? No questions? Okay. All right. Does anybody need help with accessing Realm and the sign up? You can hang out, but otherwise we're really excited. We really want you guys to bring your kids. It's super fun. Like I said, I always came back feeling like I was different, and I feel like collectively these guys do too. I see it in them. Pastor Tim sees it in them when they come back. So I'd say this is a big thing, that if they are looking for something to kind of anchor them, I can't talk up the mission trip enough. So it just kind of sets a really great tone for the rest as they go out. So, all right, well, thank you for coming, unless you have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.